Good morning, everyone. My name's Jennifer, and hopefully my audience member won't distract you with her snoring and my other audience members somewhere running around. But anyways, I wanted to discuss a very serious topic today. For some, this may be considered an emotional topic as well. I wanted to talk about life-changing choices, specifically the life-changing choice of abortion. Now, I'm not here today to try to change everyone's mind and make everyone pro-life with a 5 to 7 minute presentation, but I do want to get the point across or persuade everyone to think twice about contraceptives. The goal here is to avoid pregnancy if you don't feel like you're ready to be a parent or don't feel like you're ready to take care of a baby. The way to do that is to utilize contraceptives, birth control, IUDs, condoms. According to the American Life League, in the United States, there's approximately 1.2 million abortions a year, which is equivalent to about 3,288 abortions a day. And if we break that down even further, that's about 137 abortions an hour. There really are ample methods to avoid pregnancy, yet there are many women who continue to disregard contraceptives and jeopardize their health by choosing to have abortions. There are many health concerns that a woman has to face whenever she chooses to abort, like incomplete abortions, future childbearing issues, or the possibility of blood clots forming in the uterus. And I don't know about you, but I couldn't imagine being married for years and trying to conceive children only to not be able to because of an abortion that I decided to have at the age of 17 because I wasn't ready to have a baby and failed to use any type of contraceptives. What if all that could have been avoided with condom use? Or what if I could have avoided that situation altogether? Almost all abortions can be prevented if we take proper precautions. Today, there are many women who are utilizing abortions as a form of birth control instead of trying to avoid unwanted pregnancy. Throughout life, we're all going to experience life-altering events, whether you're pro-life or pro-choice. These choices differ in many ways. When a woman is considering to terminate a pregnancy, there are social, physical, and emotional changes and stressors that they're going to experience. When you think of the social impacts, a woman that's pro-choice and decides to terminate a pregnancy is going to probably be judged by the people around her, especially by other women who can't conceive children. They may think that these women that are aborting babies are self-absorbed and selfish because they're choosing to end a life that another woman, if given the opportunity, would love to have. You also have those that are on the pro-life end, and socially there's a positive impact because having a baby brings people together. You find yourself involved in a social circle that you didn't know that you had, whether it be family members, church members, friends, your significant other's family. Who can resist a pregnant woman with a round belly? Everybody loves to see someone when they're pregnant. It's socially normal to lend a helping hand to someone who is in need, especially a pregnant woman. There's also a lot of physical impacts that can take a toll on a woman when she decides to terminate a pregnancy or have an abortion. Her health can suffer. After a woman aborts a child, according to the Department of Health and Hospitals, an abortion is considered minor surgery if completed within the first trimester, meaning that she may have to actually take off work and take time to recover. For women that suffer incomplete abortions, that means that there were fetal parts left over into the uterus. That can require further medical procedures and complications that require more time healing, more time out of work. There are also emotional impacts that aren't visible. When women choose to have abortions, they tend to have regret. Eventually, they regret their decision. As the years go by, they think about that baby. Oh, they would have been 1 this year. Oh, they would have been 2 this year, etc. And they have a lot of regret and wishing that they maybe had made a different decision or a different choice. And I'm not here, like I said, to say that abortion is bad or abortion is wrong. But I do think that there is responsibility that comes along with having sex. And one of those responsibilities is deciding if you are ready to be a parent, ready to get pregnant. And if you're not, then you do need to research your options, whether or not that you needed to be on birth control or Depo-Provera shots or have an IUD placed or use condoms. If for some reason you did become pregnant, there are other options as far as looking into adoption or looking into the possibility of someone else in the family wanting to raise a child or your partner's family wanting to raise a child if you could not do so. But there's always other opportunities or other options other than termination of pregnancy. So in conclusion, I just want to say that we all have the right to make our own choices, but we owe it to ourselves not to make a choice that we may regret for the rest of our lives. We also owe it to ourselves not to jeopardize our health. And lastly, I'll say we also owe it to the 1.2 million children a year that are aborted to make responsible decisions and choices and use contraceptives if we're not ready to be parents.